Group stage is over, and everything you just watched, those rules don't exist anymore. No more drawing your way through. No more finishing third and sneaking in through the back door. No more yellow card math. 32 teams, one match. Lose, and you're on a plane home. That's it. That's the whole format. But there's one thing inside the knockout stage that eliminates more teams than any goal ever scored. And most fans have no idea it's coming until it's too late. 32 teams, 6 rounds, 1 champion. That's the entire World Cup knockout stage, also called the round of 32, broken down to its simplest form. Every match is 90 minutes. If it's tied after 90, you get 30 minutes of extra time. Still tied? Penalties. No away goals. No aggregate scores. Just win or go home. But here's what makes this format different from anything else in sports. The bracket isn't fixed. Because of how the third-place teams qualified, FIFA has to build the round of 32 bracket in real time. Which means right now, some teams that already qualified still don't know who they're playing. They won their group, they're through. And they're sitting in a hotel room watching other matches to find out who their opponent is going to be. That's the World Cup round of 32. And the team that suffers most from this uncertainty is almost always the favorite, which brings us to penalties and why the best team doesn't always win. Penalties are not a tiebreaker. That's the first thing to understand. A tiebreaker implies the two teams are equal. Penalties have nothing to do with what happened in the previous 120 minutes. 5 players, 11 meters, a goalkeeper who has a 12% chance of saving any given kick. That's it. That's how a World Cup gets decided, and the numbers are brutal. In World Cup knockout history, the team that dominated possession loses penalty shootouts at the same rate as the team that barely touched the ball. The team with more shots, more corners, more expected goals. Statistically, none of it matters when the referee puts the ball on that spot. England lost 4 knockout matches on penalties before finally winning 1 in 2021. France, Germany, Brazil, Argentina. Every major nation has been eliminated from a World Cup, not because they played badly, but because one player walked up to that spot and missed. The cruelest part? The goalkeeper almost never saves it. Most penalties that go in because the shooter aimed correctly. Most penalties that miss because the shooter's own nerves moved the ball 6 inches wide of where they intended. You're not watching skill, you're watching pressure. And pressure does something to this tournament that no formation, no coach, no star player can predict. Which is why the round of 32 produces more upsets than any other stage of the World Cup. The round of 32 is where giants die. Not because they're weak, because the format gives underdogs exactly one thing they never get in normal competition: a clean slate. It doesn't matter that Brazil won every group stage match. It doesn't matter that France has the most expensive squad in the tournament. In a single elimination match, the underdog only needs 90 minutes. One defensive performance, one set piece, one moment, and the history of this tournament proves it happens constantly. In 2002, South Korea eliminated Spain and Germany back-to-back. Neither of those teams played badly. South Korea just needed 2 matches. In 2022, Morocco became the first African team to reach the semifinals, eliminating Spain on penalties, and Portugal with a goal. Portugal with the best player in the world on the pitch. The upset formula in World Cup knockouts is always the same. Underdog defends deep, stays organized for 80 minutes, creates one chance, scores, and then holds on. The favorite pushes forward, gets desperate, leaves space, and concedes a second. It has happened in every single tournament, without exception. And in 2026, with 48 teams in the bracket and 8 third-place teams who scraped through on yellow card tiebreakers, the conditions for the biggest upset in World Cup history are already in place. So here's where it stands. 32 teams, all of them one match from going home. 8 of them arrived through the backdoor third-place finishers who survived on goal difference and yellow card counts. And now they face group winners in the round of 32. The format that felt unfair in the group stage just became the most dangerous weapon an underdog has ever had in this tournament. Because the favorite has everything to lose, the underdog has nothing. That's not a motivational speech. That's what the data from every World Cup knockout stage since 1986 shows. When a team with nothing to lose faces a team protecting a legacy, the team with nothing to lose wins more often than anyone wants to admit. The 2026 World Cup knockout stage starts now. 32 teams think they have a plan. 11 meters and 90 minutes of pressure will decide who was right. The question isn't who's the best team left in this tournament. The question is which favorite is about to get eliminated by a team nobody was watching.